my daisy tree, and alluding to my do-re-mi, and the blues to my man Buck 3.
Let me cut that out, y'all. Somebody be putting a claim on it. Somebody be putting the claim on that good old music I be playing, boy. Get over here and mind my own business. Hey, you guys, this is Slappy. With Slappy Adventures, yeah. I'm headed to work, man. It looks a little cloudy outside, and it is. I'm getting ready to jump on this Edgemore Road. This is my normal commute to work. There's about 3 different ways that I can go. But this is the way that I have come accustomed to. It's kind of the lesser traffic. Get a little interstate, a little 4-lane, a little 2-lane. And it goes by a few places I can handle some business. One particular business that I'm needing to handle ASAP, and if not sooner, is I need some gas. Damn, as soon as I said the gas light come on. Old Slappy Dog needs some of that good old petrol. See if I can lean this thing over. Old Slappy Dog is in need of some of that high dollar gas, because ain't nothing cheap these days. Let's go and see what's the price on these gases is. And you know all my motorcycles is on that good gas. That good 100% gas. No ethanol. 87 octane. And Waggles, the store Waggles, has got my flavor. I'm going to give you guys a rundown of all the motorcycles that I've had or had in my possession. My first motorcycle was a YZ80. Little dirt bike, didn't have no lights on it, didn't have no blinkers, no nothing. That was kind of a hand-me-down bike for one of my best friends in high school. When he stepped up and got one of them old pretty Honda 125s. Had the Enduro, had the lights on it, had the headlight. You know, it was basically a street trail bike. The second bike, I rode it a little bit, then I rode my buddies. He had a, what was that daggum thing? I think it was a Yamaha Exciter. Yamaha Exciter. He had that for a long time, and my best friend Stan had a Yamaha Raiden. And he would keep my car, and I would keep the bike. We would switch out like that, so I rode it a bunch. Then when I got a little grown, I ended up buying I think it was like an 88 Honda Hurricane 600. My tall ass on the 600. But at the time, you know, that's all my pocketbook could afford. So it was wrecked. My buddy Doty kind of hooked me up with the guy that had it. It was wrecked, so I paid him a little bit of money. It ran good. And, man, I put a pipe on it. I bought some of that old cheap shark skin fairing, which I'll never do again, on the front and back. And then I took auto body in high school, so I sanded that thing down and took a rattle can and I spray painted that thing candy apple red. You hear me? Honda red. And put me some daggum Honda stickers on the side. And, man, I clear coated that thing, polished it up, man. It looked like a big old shiny red apple. And rode it for a long time and then sold it for good money. Do you hear me? I sold a rattle can paint job on a bike for some good money. The guy that bought it was in love with it. But, so I took that money, I guess you call it flipping it at the time, see if I can make it light. Nah, I can't make it. So I took that money and I went ahead and bought me bought a bike off my boy Doty again. One of his old bikes, and it was passing around through the hood. Goodness, that thing went through so many different hands. But when I got it, still ran good. And Doty used to hit some of the prettiest wheelies on that damn thing. It was a 750, Ninja 750R, 93 model. And that's when I moved down there to Florida. And I had it painted orange and black because it had some scuffy marks on it. So I painted orange and black, had Tennessee on the side. when I moved down there to Pensacola, man, it was a big hit. And I rode it everywhere. That's the one I rode at Daytona. That was my first super bike per se, but I used to throw that thing in them corners. And you talking about hit some of the prettiest damn wheelies. Woo, I just set that bad boy up in the air and ride them wheelies. And then I used to ride them first gear wheelies as long as I could. And then I got brave enough. When that first gear about red line, I got brave enough to reach down there. Click, hit second, and daggum take it on, boy. I used to ride the wheelie far as you could see. I never could pick that bike up at about, interstate speed, but about 30 on, boom, whoop, 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 I was in the air. So from there, I bought me a Hayabusa 05. I had both of them. I ended up selling the 750. I wish I kept it, but you know how you do. You wish you shoulda, coulda, wish you did this and that. But bought a Hayabusa 05 and super duper bike, and it was fast as shit. I done a little work to it, and I wrecked that thing doing a wheelie. It just that long bike wasn't as fun to do wheelies like my 750 was. So from the Hayabusa, I said I was gonna get away from them wheelies and acting stupid. Did you hear me? Acting stupid. So I went and got my Boulevard, my Suzuki Boulevard M109R. And it did a lot of facelifts, a lot of metamorphoses, if you will. Rode a stop, put a sensor bar on it. That's when I really got into the traveling. You know, going to different parties, going to bike weeks on that Boulevard versus the Busa. I rode that Busa the bike week one time in Myrtle Beach, and it wore me out so bad I should have sold it right then, but got it back home. But that Boulevard was good and comfortable. But when you know better, you do better. I told a story about riding with Hambone. I'm on that daggum Boulevard. I mean, that thing was shaking me like that. I'm looking back at Hambone in the mirror. He's riding that Gold Wing, smoking a damn cigarette, drinking cold water, just leg all kicked back. He just lounging. I'm like, damn, boy, is that damn thing that comfortable? So he let me ride it, and it was that comfortable. And then, let's see, I went from the Boulevard. Yeah, then I got the 109. I mean, I got the Gold Wing. My 2012 Gold Wing. I bought it in 13, so it was a leftover model. And that bike ain't did nothing but bring me a lot of joy. I was kind of torn between a Harley and the Gold Wing, but no knock to Harleys. I was more into the travel part of a motorcycle more than the looks and the fixing it up and putting all this motor work and all that. Not to say you gotta do it, but you gotta do it. I don't give a damn. Them Harleys, by the time I get a Harley and punch that motor up just to get it to the fact to keep up with a bone stock Gold Wing, I'm sorry. I said it. So bought the Gold Wing, and I still had the Boulevard. I still got the Boulevard. And been off some bikes, man. I had 2 bikes for a long time doing it like that, and then got a wild hair up my hind end to go get this Concourse. So I bought that 08 Concourse. I had it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and I just had buyer's remorse. Wish I hadn't have got it, and I was like, man, I don't need nothing like that. And just happened to see this bike in the paper, and it was priced to sell. So I took my Concourse over there. I took an L on it, and traded in and bought the L6B. So currently I have a 2012 Honda Gold Wing GL 1800. I have a 2013, the first year model, the L6B Honda Gold Wing GL 1800. And I got a 06 Suzuki Boulevard M109R. And I'm pretty content. No, I'm not. I want a road glide. I want a road glide, y'all. I never owned a Harley. I've always wanted one, and I think it's about time. There it is, Waggles. Let's get some of this 100% gasoline. Let's see which one of these got a good spot for me to get in and get out. There we go. See how much this thing is. How much they gonna rob me. The sign say $4.59. Goodness gracious. $4.59, 100% gas, regular, unleaded, no ethanol. This thing gonna stand straight up. All right, you guys, let's get this gas right quick.
Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Slappy Adventures. Please like, share, and comment. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hey, stay tuned for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'm ready.